Activists for criminal justice reform say they have a plan to reduce the state's overcrowded prison population by as many as 2,500 nonviolent offenders. And they're optimistic they have the backing in the legislature to get the job done. News 9's Aaron Brilbeck is covering the Capitol.
Right now, Oklahoma has the highest incarceration rate in the nation. We would have to set 14,000 offenders free just to be on par with the national average. Oklahomans for Criminal Justice Reform says that won't happen, but their plan could make a dent in the prison population. 7 weeks ago, Kayla Jeffries was in prison doing 20 years for a nonviolent drug offense.
Going into prison, I was terrified because I was led to believe that there is a bunch of scary people, mean people in prison. What I discovered is that there's more broken and sick people in prison than there are mean women in prison.
Jeffries is one of 21 nonviolent offenders whose sentences were commuted by Governor Fallin late last year. Oklahomans for Criminal Justice Reform wants to reduce the prison population even more by, among other things, making State Question 780 retroactive so those incarcerated on nonviolent crimes could face shorter sentences. Define possession with intent to distribute so drug users are not sentenced as drug dealers, and end pretrial detention for misdemeanor and nonviolent felony charges.
We do not think that debtor's prison is okay or that it's constitutional in any form. So the fact that people are sitting in jail simply because they cannot afford to pay their bond is not okay, and that leads to increased incarceration rates.
But these are not simple issues. It is far easier to be against something, to stand up and to stop all of the loose talk that talks about why we can't do it, all the falsehoods, all those things that prevent us from grabbing hold of this issue and really making it a reality.
Oklahomans for Criminal Justice Reform says if their agenda is implemented, they will eliminate the projected 14% growth of the prison population over the next decade and reduce it by another 5% on top of that. On the scene on the story from the state capitol, Aaron Brilbeck, News 9.